Welcome to Review-O-Meter, a podcast where we watch a random title within a... My God.
Keep it in there.
Take...
Please keep that in there.
Please.
Keep it in there. Or do a gag reel.
Oh my God, do that gag still.
Let me finish my intro.
And welcome back.
Podcast where we review a random title within a random theme, and that theme this month is Netflix Guest Choice. Alright, here are all our guests. We have Sydney.
Hello.
Jose.
I'm supposed to say something? Hi, hello there.
Kevin.
Hey, what up?
Shang.
Greetings.
Yasmin.
Howdy.
And we have Cesar.
Stay classy, San Diego.
Everyone's been on this show before, so everyone kind of already has the gist of how this is going to go. So, yeah. And now I get to shuffle each of our names into a generator. And whatever that shuffler will pick gets to pick which movie or show or whatever on Netflix we get to watch. And here are the rules again that I stated last time. If you pick a TV show episode, you can choose 2 TV show episodes if it is under 40 minutes. So if one episode is under 40 minutes, you can pick the other, but that other has to be consecutive. So either an episode before or an episode directly after. Don't pick season 2, episode 15, and then season 7, episode 12. Don't do it. It's just going to be confusing on all of us, especially if we haven't seen the show.
What if it's variety? Like they're skits?
Like a mini-sode? Like mini show?
Like SNL, so like they don't, there's no continuity.
If there's no continuity, I guess I can trust your word and allow it. But if it's also a mini show, we can just watch the whole season or something.
Noted.
Oh God, what did you just do, Peter? What did you just do?
It's
What did you just
terrifying.
agree to?
So everyone should have already came to the show, like just before recording, knowing which title they would probably pick if it were to land on them. So if we have to wait just because you don't know what to pick, that's going to be extra waiting. Oh, good thing editing's a thing.
Yep.
Don't worry, I created my own random meter for this.
I
wait
should've
a
done
minute. I'm
that.
kidding.
You're so smart. You're so smart.
That's actually what Lauren wanted to do in the final episode of the Disney Channel theme. But all right.
Okay.
Konnichiwa, watashi wa hosu desu. Ore wa o chinchin desu nandayo.
It has to be an instruction.
That is, for those who
Okay.
don't understand, that's, hello, my name is Jose, I love small penis.
Wow.
That's just factual, isn't it?
I
That's
could just
actually
edit
what
that and make that your intro.
Totally.
Hello, I'm a small.
Please do that.
Please.
That would be
Do
great.
it, please.
Yes.
Wait, say it again?
So like when we said our hellos in the beginning, I'll just say
Oh.
edit and make that what you said.
Do it.
Please do it.
I will give you 2 V-Bucks for that.
That's totally fine by me.
Dog coin?
I've already decided a movie. It just popped on my list again.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
thinking,
it's
like, I'm
so
like,
it
I
should
want to
be.
make you guys
You
force you
should
guys
be.
to watch a show that you wouldn't watch, but I love, or do I want to make you guys like actually sit down and watch a movie? Is
Anything
that
I
it?
wouldn't watch. So what do you watch?
Kim's
lie.
Convenience Store.
I love Kim's Convenience Store. It's such a good show.
I'll check
Hey,
it.
good.
There you go.
That's
I always
a
get
quality
the.
show.
Okay.
I have a feeling that most of you are gonna pick a title that maybe isn't too well known in this group, but you just love it so much and you want to introduce it to us. I feel like that's how my mind would go, at least.
Yeah, it's like me, kind of. What the show I want to do is something I watch like once a week, but I'm like, I know you guys probably don't watch that.
See,
Car Masters, Rust to Riches.
I actually
know.
watched that, so
Wow.
thank you.
You're doing him a favor, if anything.
Yeah, you actually are doing me a favor, but
Yeah,
Here at Gotham
fucking hell.
Garage, we turn cars and we make them fucking cool.
I actually watched that one too. Yeah. And let me tell you, he makes them alright cool. They're whatever.
It's a little too edgy for me. I don't like the spider
Yeah.
web.
Too
yeah,
edgy.
like it's too edgy. Like
Too
some
edgy.
of the stuff is like pretty cool, but then it's like a little too goth. Yeah.
All right, so I think
I
it's
love
time.
that.
It's I say it's time to activate the Review-O-Meter Shuffler. And it broke. Wicket's voice. Yeah. Surprise, surprise. Alright, I can fix it this time. Let's see, because it keeps breaking. Cesar can never fix it. And there we go. the winner is Cesar.
Hey.
Are you gonna watch every episode of The Office now?
Oh,
It's
Not even
on
on that
Netflix
thing,
right now.
so sucks for me. Thanks for that joke.
This is funny because I was telling Cesar because Cesar really wanted to be picked, and I'm telling you, like, there's probably a good chance it still will never pick you, Cesar. And look at that, it picked you, Cesar. The
I
odds
told
were
you.
forever in your favor.
I told you, dude. I was gonna give you like 3 Dogecoin to not have him be picked.
Oh yeah, that's we could take the highest bidder. Okay, let's sorry,
the
Cesar,
hell?
move to the side
What?
and
No.
we're gonna start
offer
at
you-
$50. Anyone got $50? $50 going.
I got $50 for you right now.
Okay,
What the
$50 and
hell?
a cent. $50 and 1 penny. Who can
Gotcha,
go with
gotcha,
$50
gotcha.
and a
I
penny?
got $50 and 1 penny for you.
Okay, I'm
What
now
is
jumping to
happening?
$200. $200. Let's see $200.
Oh,
$200? I got 200.
All right.
Wow.
So
I also have
Cesar.
200.
Caesar, you are our winner. What is it that we will be watching today and have the luxury of reviewing today, huh?
So this movie kind of took a lot of thought for me to think about because I was really contemplating between this movie and my other
What's this
option
movie?
being
What's the movie?
the movie I'm
Say the
picking
movie.
is
Give it a grand
the
opening.
movie I am picking is the 2007 comedy
Uh-huh.
Superbad.
Superbad.
Okay, I like that choice.
I've never seen that movie. I've heard like raving reviews about that.
Oh,
Why are you people
Wait, you
picking
picked-
movies you've never seen?
You've never seen a
It's
movie?
a good. I heard it's a comedy. I like comedy.
Jacob
No.
was the
Superbad?
same thing last week.
That
This
was
is actually a good movie.
that you just pick a movie that you enjoy.
You can pick a movie you've never enjoyed.
Okay, the other one I would have picked would have been Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Oh, that's a
So,
good
I
one,
also had that. That was my second choice.
that's
That just
too
came
long.
on Netflix.
That'd
Way
be-
too long. Like
that
2
would be
hours
really
and
fun.
8 minutes.
That actually would be
agree.
pretty good.
Just
It
watch
is
Star
long, but
Wars.
that would be fun to review.
Yeah.
It's not long.
I guess we're still watching Superbad though, so that's okay.
Yes. Yes, Superbad it is. That is what we have the
Superbad.
privilege to watch. Yeah.
I have not seen that since high school.
But why Superbad? Why'd you choose Superbad since you haven't seen it?
Because I wanted to pick something that I know I'm gonna laugh, and I've heard raving reviews about this movie, and though it's been out for like 14 years. So I like Jonah Hill, I like Michael Cera, who are in this movie. So let's see what kind of hijinks to get into.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Join us for our review of Superbad, and bah.
What was that?
I was thinking.
What?
Hey.
There's no energy.
I know there was no energy. Take 2. This is how I do it. Like I turn on the camera, I'm like I blank out, right? So with that in mind, folks, we'll be back real soon. And blah 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 blah. Over here.
I think
Drop
you're
the
doing
ball.
worse
Get it
than
together.
normal. I
Get it
think
together.
this
What am I
vacation's
doing?
really gotten to him,
You
guys.
got it? Do you want me to do it?
You should not go on vacation.
Yeah.
You want me to do it, Peter?
I just hit record, didn't get my mind like gearing up, just on the fly. I guess I'll have to. I think I'll have to prepare for when we come back
Yep.
after the movie. And
You want to do that third take, Peter? Or you want me to do it?
what am I trying to say here? So join us. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Wheel of Fortune.
Keep it in.
Like be Vanna White.
My name's Bob Saget, and I'll be your host.
Make sure to get
No,
your
it's Pat
pet
Sajak, my bad. Bob Saget was America's Funniest Home Videos.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So on that note, stay tuned, sit back, relax. We'll be back with our thoughts and review of Superbad after these messages. Boom.
Hello. Excuse me. Hi, excuse me. I would like to order 2 veggie meals. Hello.
Hey, what did I say about having your phones out at work? Next time it happens again, you're both fired.
Oh, thanks for that. You may proceed with your order, old sir.
Just the veggie meals, please. Have you ever thought about getting a smartwatch?
No. Not really.
I use mine to keep track of my fitness. It can pretty much do whatever your phones can do.
I don't care about fitness. Can it do Twitter? Instagram?
Yep. You can also purchase different accessories. Try it on.
We can't get fired!
The smartwatch by some tech company. Order yours today.
Manager nails a new sign to the wall stating, restaurant employees must not wear rings, bracelets, or watches.
What the fuck? And we're back from watching Superbad. And heck, it was... Jose, how'd you think it was?
I think it was super good.
It was a pretty enjoyable movie. I mean, you got Seth Rogen, Bill Hader, Jonah Hill. What else can you expect? It's a comedy, so this will be interesting to review because comedies are really tough. You know what I mean? Like the plot itself is just about these high school kids. It's so hard to believe they're in high school. It's Jonah Hill and these high school kids.
Michael Cera, you can for a fact.
Sarah,
Well,
yeah,
no,
that's believable.
he can pass off because this is not too long after Juno. So, you know,
Yeah.
that's obviously a high school film, and that's how I can connect it the most. So he actually looks pretty okay, but Jonah Hill, no. He can literally play Seth Rogen's high school college friend in this film, you know, because heck, today, for some reason, Seth Rogen would probably still play a high schooler in some movies. I don't know. It's just about these guys going to a party and the adventure of a night, kind of like a coming of age story. They go out on this wild adventure just to make it to a party, and then they're at the party, and then like the next morning, the movie's done. That's it.
It's kind of like the movie Booksmart that recently came out.
Or even American Pie. Classic.
American Pie. American Pie is actually one. Yeah. I mean, there's also a lot of movie examples that I can name that I don't really want to, but
It's a pretty big genre, like these coming of age comedy. But this is kind of like one of the first that was ever really big.
yeah. I don't know if it was already said yet, but this is obviously not going to be a PG show because
No.
you know we're reviewing Superbad. We're gonna have to talk about some things.
They said the F word so many times in this movie.
So
It's not even
many
funny.
times.
Oh, that's
So
even
many.
the worst thing for rated R rating.
'Cause that's the worst part of this movie.
What'd you all think, Cesar? You picked this movie.
I love this movie.
Did you get what you wanted out of it?
Yeah, I did. I had expectations that I know I'm gonna laugh, and I had those expectations were met on a high standard. So I really enjoyed this movie a lot.
Yeah, it's a stupid flick, but it's stupid in all the right reasons. In all honesty.
I too, like Seth, drew dicks when I was in elementary school.
We gotta talk about that.
can see
We gotta
that.
talk about
I can
that.
see
Wait,
that.
Jonah.
Those are
Sad.
pretty
My notes.
detailed.
Did you really though?
Seth, like, no. But like something like 8% of kids do that, so
I was
there's
gonna say
actually,
that's
like,
very
statistics
believable.
to it.
That's not higher.
probably higher.
I think you actually did, Jose. I think you actually did.
I drew a lot of things when I was young.
That's
And
actually
dicks
one of
were indeed one of them.
so Seth drawing dicks and collecting in his what was it, Ghostbusters lunchbox?
Yeah.
Yes,
Correct.
Ghostbusters lunchbox.
Yeah. So I wrote down like, okay, this is pretty stupid, but then the more I thought of it, it's actually pretty believable for some kids, I suppose, because I guess that is kind of an addiction because like in middle school or late elementary school, you just see a random dick drawn on a desk or in the halls. Like
I just
people
want to
did
say
it.
that it made it from middle school to high school also. So
That's
yeah.
true. Yeah.
Uh,
I would say for me, middle school is probably the most I saw it. High school, maybe people grew up just a little bit, but
For me, I saw it the most in high school. People being super mature.
that's fair. I mean, let's be
Really?
honest, high schoolers are not super mature anyways.
Yeah.
I think it depends on. Oh, sorry, Sydney. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I think I saw a lot of dick drawings in high school too. I think. Oh, I want to say if I did see them in middle school, it was more like 8th grade for me, and then I saw a ton of penis and dick drawings on like every wall and stall in like the bathrooms in high school. I was like, holy shit!
On mirrors.
oh wait, I
Oh,
think me and Sydney went to like the same middle school. Was it like? I think it was specifically. Oh man, that one building. I think it was like 600 or something. That bathroom. That one was like
Yeah,
destroyed.
I know which one you're talking about.
You know what I was want to talk about? Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
know
was
exactly
thinking
which one you're talking about.
Yeah. That place was like terrible.
I drew all penises in there. That was me.
Believable. That's believable.
I didn't
The
go to
one
your
with the
school,
vein
but I
on
know
it?
what you're talking about.
One long strand hair.
Oh,
It was
so
supposed to
when-
be a straight line, but it was just my hand shaking the entire time.
when they showed his journal, I was expecting just like the the two circles and an oval, just like several drawings of that. But like, no, he was actually pretty detailed in his illustration.
Really
They were
detailed,
really
yeah.
detailed. Like honestly, pretty
Yeah,
good.
That's when I realized, oh yeah, okay, that's fair. You do have an addiction. 'Cause you're becoming more artistic with this.
I think my favorite was the gorilla with the banana. Yeah, that one was funny. I like that one.
Yeah.
And in his
I like
textbook,
the double dick helix.
yeah.
I love science and I love penis.
In his textbook, he also drew it over George Washington's
Yep.
crotch.
So funny.
That's right. Did you run a robot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stick figure in the house, that got me.
So the beginning, like I would say, the first fifth of this movie was just about those two characters. But then I think what really stole the show was, of course, Bill Hader and Seth Rogen.
It all started with the one infamous line that like everybody said back in like middle school or high school whenever this movie came out. McLovin.
Oh,
McMuffin.
wait, yeah, we need to talk
McMuffin.
about the memes in this movie.
Yeah. I am McLovin.
That like originated from this movie. Like the license, obviously we've seen the license before.
Yeah, I mean, you always get those news articles every once in a while. It's like someone who got arrested for having a McLovin thing, and it's like obviously it's a joke because it's a joke. It's a prop from a movie. Anyone who sees it, it's gonna know it's fake, and they still get arrested for it.
But not in this movie.
Nope, no.
I cracked up when I saw Bill Hader and Seth Rogen though. It looked like they were cosplaying as Dwight Schrute and Andy Dwyer's police officer. Well, I guess Andy Dwyer's a police officer. It's just Burt Macklin, FBI. But that's what it looked like initially. I'm like, oh, that's Bill Hader and that's Seth Rogen. Okay, this is where the movie picks up.
I think for me, I really like the guy who hit Seth first time. So I'm like, oh my god, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
Oh, Boyle.
Yeah,
It was
Boyle.
Boyle. It was crazy to see Boyle like
Yeah.
that.
We had that, and then we had Dave Franco in a scene when they were
Yeah.
in like in the
I
soccer
can't
the
remember his
soccer
name, the
field.
guy from Hot Tub Time Machine. The son was in the gazebo scene very briefly, and he said nothing at all. He was
Yes.
just in the background.
We did say in that, and towards the end, he was like, "Hey, McLovin, hey!" Like,
Google's a legend or something like that.
Yeah.
We were joking of that Cesar would probably pick something related to The Office, and all right, there's one actor that was in like the last season of The Office who played Clark. Like, he didn't even have a role; he was just some extra in the party.
he was just there. Yeah,
Yeah,
that wasn't
this
even
probably came
intentional.
out before that
Yeah.
season. It was like 2009 or something.
Probably.
Oh yeah, that show ended like 2013, didn't it?
Never seen an episode.
Never?
I wouldn't say you're missing
Missing out,
out,
but-
but
So now,
go check out The Office. Make your own judgment.
Or hear me out. I'll just rewatch Parks and Rec and see Burt
There you go.
Macklin. There you go. Burt Mac.
gotta see where it all started. That's why, where like
See,
the
there's
I've never seen Parks and Rec.
documentary started. That's
Ooh.
why.
You know where I think it really started though?
Where?
In the opening scene of this movie. Good segue, right?
Jonah Hill, Michael Cera dancing.
Yeah.
Like the 80s, the montage. Not a montage, but yeah, I love that.
I
Love
honestly already forgot about the very beginning of this movie. This is a great movie. It was funny. It's definitely your rated R comedy with Seth Rogen and Bill Hader. But yeah, no, I'm already blank on what happened. Like, how did this whole journey kick off?
So it all started in a high school about 10 years
I
ago.
mean, not really. It started at a house.
Oh yeah, at a house. But yeah, I think it was like, who was it? Jonah Hill's character Seth complaining about not having a partner or something. And that, I do like that scene where he's like telling like the teacher, he's like, no disrespect, but you know, no disrespect to your job, but and it's like keeps cursing. I'm sorry. Very
Yeah.
good. Like,
It was
when
during
do I
cooking
ever have to
class.
make tiramisu? I'm sorry, I don't mean that, but
Yeah.
I'm sorry, is that the same scene where he was like pretending to jerk off next to Emma Stone?
Yes.
Okay,
Exactly
okay,
it.
now I remember.
With
Yes,
Hiroki in
that
it.
scene. Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Oh,
Inside
my
joke.
God,
Inside
Hiroki
joke.
with a yo. I didn't know Hiroki was in this movie.
Maybe we'll get him on the show someday.
One day.
I can just hear it now. He's just laughing. He's like, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
That's all he's gonna say.
I had the subtitles on, and his name was Maroki. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was weird. Wait till
Most
like
of the
Hiroki,
audience is
bro.
not gonna
Like,
get this.
Hiroki.
All
It's
right. We're gonna have to invite Hiroki to this show someday.
That's,
I can see him picking a movie like Hot Rod.
that
Oh,
is a good movie.
My name is Dale, and I like to party. My name is Rob, and I too like to
Like
party.
party.
No, that's partying's my thing.
I just like how the saying "cool beans" is where it came from.
Cool beans.
Cool beans. Cool,
Cool
cool
beans.
beans.
Yeah, this is the song. We're deviating, but that's fine.
Yeah,
That's what we do
okay.
here.
Yeah.
So what we do here at Whose Line Is It Anyway? It's all improv. The points don't matter. Your host, Fat Drew Carey.
Wait, I did want to point something out. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys like this in high school. At least I know for me, I was that kid who, when we were on the tracking field and Seth was running and struggling. That was me, because like literally like during high school we'd have like those marathons, like the
5
the
miles?
5 mile
It's a
thing. You
mile
have to
run.
pass.
Mile
We
run.
don't.
It's a
we
mile.
don't.
Yeah,
It was
it
a
had to be a
mile. It's a
mile.
mile run, and it's 4
5
laps.
miles.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you have to
a
go like
school
around the track
requirement.
5
Yeah,
times,
that.
and
If you
that's
guys
what
remember
would
that,
count.
that was
Oh, I
literally
wouldn't
Seth. I'm
run.
not
I
sure
would
about you
walk
guys,
it.
but that was me. Like that was
You
my.
couldn't catch me running.
He didn't
I
even
was just
try.
walking it calmly.
I did that in elementary school, not high school.
In elementary school, for like PE, they for no reason have us just book it around the bus loop for
Yeah.
too long.
I remember. I remember those days.
Which I think Sydney also went to
Yeah.
the same school.
We grew up
So he knows
together
what
at
I'm
this
talking
point.
about.
No,
Oh,
not
yeah.
together.
Sydney, are you my other cousin?
Oh man, I have a ton of cousins. I honestly would believe it if Kevin was like, "Hey, bro, you're my cousin." I'm like, "Yep, you are.
Yeah.
You're right."
23andMe.
Means a
Back
possibility.
to the movie that we said was super good.
Super strong. It's definitely very comedic, and I liked it.
Yeah, it's instant classic.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
It is a classic at this point, I think.
Yeah,
well,
okay.
I mean, but when I first saw it, when it first came out in '07, I didn't see it
Yeah.
right at '07, but when I saw it a few years later, thankfully I was like a couple years older, so I could understand a good amount of it, and I was just like, yeah, this is an instant classic.
I know you're
I'm not
gonna.
even-
Yeah. Sorry, I'll finish what you were gonna say. I didn't mean.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I'm not even a big like humongous comedy movie fan.
Right.
Like I'm usually pretty harsh on them, but Superbad was one of those that I was like, oh man, I was dying laughing just when I first saw it, and then I was watching it again, and I was like, I'm supposed to be making dinner, but this is hilarious. I can't focus.
When I interrupted you there, Sydney, I was gonna politely interrupt Kevin because I was gonna piggyback off that I like comedy and all that, but when it's like a rated R movie, it's like it's probably something I watch on TV. I'm never gonna go to the movies to see it because I just never care. If I would have seen this in the movies, it probably would have been during middle school, only because enough people, like group of friends, probably convinced me, and I just had joined their group. I remember that happened with me when I went to see the movie The Other Guys, which I guess came out around this time, I think.
I think that came out around 2011.
10,
so that was
maybe?
like 2011,
Yeah.
2012.
Like
but
So like year after,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Close enough. Yeah. But that's kind of like how I would see this movie, other than TV itself.
For me, my boyfriend's been trying to watch this movie, and I've been like, absolutely not. I refuse. I don't want to watch this movie. So you guys have succeeded in making me watch this movie because I refuse to watch this movie. Because I would not. I don't really like comedy like this, like raunchy comedy like this.
Raunchy
so yeah,
is the right word to describe
it's
this.
very
Yeah.
raunchy.
Very Bill and Ted
Yeah.
Halloween Adventure. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very.
Yeah, whenever I like watch comedy, it's like cheesy rom-coms. So that's really about it. And then like if it's a stand-up comedy special, I'm not really into raunchy comedy like this. I think the only time I will ever make that exception is with Crash Pad. And that's just because Domhnall Gleeson's in that movie. The only reason.
Oh, and you wouldn't watch Pineapple Express, which is also a classic that probably came out like a year after this one.
I would like this more
When-
than Pineapple Express.
I don't think I would. If it's raunchy comedy, I'm not into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That movie was like I can't even remember what that movie was about. It was just like a whole mess of stuff.
Pineapple Express.
Yeah.
That movie's a
Seth
trip.
Rogen.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
I like this because it has like comedy, you know. I love
Yeah.
The Internship, you know. That's a great movie. Owen Wilson.
Right.
This
Yeah.
is along that line, you know, where I can just totally see the coming of age. Oh my God, this is like The Internship, where everyone's just like venturing out of their comfort zone and moving on to bigger and better things, and that's what makes them stronger. Yeah, there you go. You heard it here.
Heard it here first, folks.
I'm for.
And you've
What
learned
do we hear?
life lessons of Peter.
Yeah, honestly. You should make
He has-
a life advice podcast, Peter. That's what we should do next.
Yeah,
Hey,
that could be a good plug at the end of this.
Kevin, you were gonna say something long
Yeah,
ago.
probably would be.
Go ahead with your thought.
Say what? What the right at this point I don't remember my thought. I'm gonna be real.
I actually have a thought. I actually have something. So, McLovin as a fake ID name, probably bad. But if you all had the chance to pick a
McMuffin.
fake ID name, what would it be?
Because that's what they joked about.
Yeah.
Really?
You could just do the first letter of your last name and the street you were born on. There you go.
I'll show you. Let me just grab my
Probably
fake
be,
ID. No, I'm kidding.
Meat Man Squad.
Oh, mine would be.
I should have said that. It
Peter
has to be
Parker.
like a name
There
that
you go.
people actually believe,
Nice.
but
I
it's
think for
whatever.
me, just because I just read a book, I was just reading the Simon Snow books. I think I'd go with like Penelope Grimm. Yeah,
I've changed my name again. It's actually gonna be Man Meat Pierogi.
iconic,
Wow.
as you should.
You know what's crazy? I had I'm a friend, this one girl I knew in high school, and her alias, because she's like, yeah, I have different personalities. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Oh, there we go.
Hers was Penelope de la Suarez.
Wow.
What was her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a reason why I shouldn't pick just my regular name? Like, I probably would have just done that, or just at least change my last name.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I'm really gonna be arrested
I mean-
underage.
I mean,
well, wait,
you
if I'm
could
over
if you
18,
wanted
yes.
to, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
up to
Yeah.
you.
Honestly, I would just use my middle name just by itself. It sounds like a video game character. Actually, is a video game character. So like, I honestly would just go with that. My middle name is Dante, so I would just
Say,
full
that's my
on
D&D
just
character name.
so like full on. I would just one name it just like McLovin. I would just Dante.
I love it.
20-something years old, and just leave it at that.
I love it. Sydney and I are gonna be underage going to a liquor store, and both our names are gonna be Dante.
Wow.
So, and we're gonna tell them we're twins.
I can totally see
we
it
were a
now.
poor family. We could only afford one name.
Yes, honestly. It's like a funny. So my ID was printed wrong. So everyone's like, when they first like made it, so I would show it to people like, "Is this a fake ID?" I'm like, "Do you really think I would pick that monstrosity of a last name?" And for clarification, my last name is 12 letters long. That monstrosity of a last name as a fake last name, absolutely not. That's a real ID. Thank you.
A singular name would be like, it's like that guy. I don't know.
But wait, are you telling me you are in fact that guy?
That guy.
He's the guy.
Yeah.
You're that guy.
Yes.
He's the guy. I know we're quoting Spy Kids, but
that guy.
when he said that guy, my mind immediately jumped to the Monsters Inc. laugh floor at Tomorrowland and Magic Kingdom.
That guy.
Some of you probably
This
know that.
guy?
Nah. I'm thinking about the TikTok with the guy going, "You're not the guy, pal.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. Trust me.
You're not the guy."
Well, it is a small world after all, so.
Oh
I do
God.
have a question.
Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go.
Oh,
Whoa.
come
Oh,
on,
so
man.
bad.
Netflix, not Disney Plus. Remember that.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying
Yeah,
like
he
we
did.
doesn't reference in
Oh,
this
yeah.
movie because like literally.
Which
Then
Seth called
Seth also
Grogu,
called
like,
Polo
like Aladdin,
Pinocchio.
essentially his outfit. Yeah.
Public domain there, but yeah,
there we
sure.
go. Yeah,
Disney.
it's Pinocchio as well. So Disney references to go by.
There were a lot of nudity.
What's there?
Yeah.
That's
Well, mainly,
true.
well,
Really
mainly
is.
towards like the
It
beginning
wasn't
of the
like-
movie, when like they were in like
none
in
of
the
these
gas
main
station,
casts,
looking at
like
magazines.
none of these actors stripped or anything, because we got
their
Emma
boobies are too
Stone, we got
expensive.
Jonah Hill. They're not gonna go nude, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Well, even that,
Yeah.
the McLovin character at this time, he was a
Wasn't he
minor.
a minor?
He was a minor, shooting it. And for that last scene, he had to have his mom there on set, like, watching that too.
Oh god.
So it's a
There-
little awkward.
yeah, that's like a
Wow.
thing. Phantom of the Opera,
Hey,
Emmy
can you check
Rossum, because she was
The K
17.
trivia?
I can't with you guys. Because she was 17 when they were filming. Her mom had to be on set like while she was having like her makeout scene with the Phantom and having that like really sexual song that she did with him. And I can't. I'm sorry, I could never do that. No.
So I did recognize that one guy. I don't even remember his actual name. I just remember McLovin, but I remember he had like a small role in Pitch Perfect, which I guess was like freshman year of college in that movie. So, and that came out like 4 years after this movie. So yeah, I believe that he's young.
Oh yeah.
He's at the ripe old age of stuff.
32.
Oh, yeah.
He's also like so
Okay, yeah.
for the How to Train Your Dragon fans. He's Fish Legs. That's cool.
Which James Earl Taylor voices in the video games. That is not you know what? Look at me with the fun fact.
Jet.
It is Jet. Jet. Yep. See, another C trivia. Caesar, I'm stealing your
There's
segment.
that P trivia.
And Kevin.
Evan.
What is it? Well, no, because it stands for
said- I
cinema
said K
trivia.
trivia, now
Remember
it's
that.
P trivia.
No
But I'm
Caesar here.
switching it around.
It's cinema
Cinema.
trivia.
That was a good save.
Dang, you're just gonna let me win like
Oh
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Right, I forgot about that.
You
That's
Did
right.
not fight
Forgot
back
about
at
that.
all.
Yeah. I like switching.
I don't like how that
you know what? Fine,
sounds.
you know what?
It doesn't sound right.
No, now it's
No,
based on our names.
no.
Now
You're doing what on my trivia?
Wow.
Weird.
Wow.
My.
That's
That's actually super.
suspicious.
That's
I'm
super
peeing on
bad.
your
Actually.
trivia.
So
This was a rated R movie, so I'll allow this PG commentary.
wow. Thank you, sir. Far too kind.
Oh wait, I did want to talk about when Seth walked into
Yeah.
the store. They played out 3 scenarios, like the old lady.
I liked that
Oh,
the guy at
scene
the cash
because it
register,
does
and the
show
cop.
just the anxiety itself of even I sometimes feel because like when I walk into a liquor store, I'm so like, where do I even go? Which aisle am I looking? I'm of age, but like which aisle am I going in? But as like
Vodka.
a teenager, I can yes, that's normally where I go. But
Oh,
but like as a teenager, I can't even imagine just how the anxiety I would be feeling
Tequila!
and like trying to not look
Actually.
suspicious. So
it's
I
it's
can
all
tell
in the
you.
confidence, buddy.
oh, I
It is
know
all
7-Eleven.
the power walk, you know.
It's the eye, yeah. You walk head held high, straight forward, go to the 4 local aisle, and then you get crunk.
Y'all are very
Mm.
experienced. But you
Yeah.
Believe
You
me.
just go straight up to the bartender, ask for what you want. There you go.
Oh, I still don't do
Bing
that.
bang
I
boom,
want
there we go.
water on the rocks.
What's everyone's
Exactly.
go-to drink now? Now I gotta ask.
Celibacy
In a
rocks.
liquor store?
buddy.
On the
Yeah,
Oh my-
rocks?
In a liquor store or a bar. Like if you're just
At
going
a
out.
bar, that's fine.
Yeah, what's your go-to drink?
Oh,
Like it just if you could
yeah,
have any
actually,
alcohol at this moment, what would it be?
Something cocktail-y that I wouldn't get at home.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
only I had this conversation the other day, right, Caesar?
Pina colada. Pina colada.
I just
guys are
want to
hiding
know during
something. Oh, well.
this entire conversation. I'm like, I want to go grab my Jack Daniels and put some in my hot cocoa right now.
Wow.
Wow.
Jack Daniels
Yeah.
in your cocoa.
No, no, no,
See,
no,
is that
no,
actually good?
no chocolate in my liquor. Hell no.
Unless you're doing like Bailey's.
Ooh, yeah, Bailey's.
Ooh,
They have at Epcot. They have a chocolate ice cream liquor.
I
thing.
had that. It comes with vodka, like Grey Goose.
Hmm
It's like the s'mores vodka.
Oh, I love the
If that's what
s'mores.
you're talking about. It was rough.
It was no. There's a. Is it in France?
It was
have.
Epcot. I had it in the pavilion.
Yeah, no, this one's in France. It's like a Ghirardelli dark chocolate liquor.
Dark
Yeah.
chocolate.
Ooh.
You see, I don't do chocolate in my alcohol.
Same.
It tastes really
It's-
good. It's
Either I like more alcohol with my alcohol, or
I've never
nah.
had chocolate with alcohol before.
I just need the sweeter the better for me. But
I
mine,
had
mojitos.
Shang.
That's my
Weren't
go-to.
you there when it happened? It was butterbeer, the generic butterbeer brand, and then whipped cream vodka mixed
So-
together.
So
That
we're all
sounds so
based in
good.
Orlando, in case you guys couldn't hear.
Most of us are
Except
based in
Yasmin.
Orlando.
Yasmin ditched Orlando and now is
Yeah.
living in Seattle.
If you can't tell from the past episode.
No. Caesar moved. Actually, he's still
Yeah.
he's in Seattle. So,
Yes, if you can't
I'm in
tell.
Chattanooga,
yeah.
Tennessee.
No, I'm kidding.
I don't even know what you're talking about. All right.
I don't know if you guys have
We're not
issues.
afraid of that movie.
When I go to Total Wine and More, I have trouble finding the stuff that I want. But when I go to ABC, it's easy as 1, 2, 3.
I hate you so much.
Oh my.
Gotta love
I've been
Post.
wanting you to every time I haven't used any profanity yet, but I
Yes,
just
you
want you
have.
to randomize it. I have. Oh shit!
Yes, you have.
It is.
Yeah. We were still
Oh,
talking about
I did
liquor
want to get back to
stores.
the movie. About the liquor store getting robbed as soon
Oh, the
as
long-lasting
McLovin
scene
was
right
about
there.
to get the alcohol.
'Cause he just got like
That's-
decked right there, right down there.
That really
Probably not
was.
gonna lie.
I thought that was fake until it just played longer.
Oh, you
Because
thought it
there were
was
so
like
many
another
fake
Max
scenarios.
Yeah.
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 I do like how they showed the two different like anxieties where it's like McLovin's where it's like showing on like the outside. He's like, what if this happens? What if I go in there and this happens? And you know he ends up getting punched. But then you have Seth over here who goes in and he's like imagining the scenarios.
Well, McLovin did get punched. That wasn't imaginary.
Oh no, yeah, I said that. He actually went in and actually got
Right.
punched.
Okay, well, Seth's, was it the same bar as Seth? The liquor store. Was it the same liquor store Seth went in, or was it the one McLovin went in
No, it
where
was
the guy... No, I know they were different, but like there was one of the employees, I think it was McLovin's because it was after the cops showed
Went to
up.
the party, yeah.
What I'm trying to say is that one of the employees just like popped one of the beers open and just drank it after like having to clean up the mess. Was it Seth's? I don't know now.
No, it
Because
was
that was McLovin's. Because it's the
McLovin.
same. Yeah, he was saying he got pissed because McLovin dropped the alcohol.
Okay.
He was like, I hate
That was
McLovin.
McLovin because he.
But
I
Seth
think
did
that
talk
guy
to
showed
another.
up later on. In
He
another
did. He
scene.
showed up
Such
at
a
the
dick.
party
Yeah.
with a box of
Crazy.
alcohol.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh, the first party, not their party.
Yeah, the first party. He showed up at
Yeah.
the first party.
He's like, hey,
And he like
guys!
walked up to Seth like, we're gonna get fucked tonight.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess when Seth got hit by the car the first time, that guy was saying, like, "Oh, I've done kind of criminal things. Don't call the cops or anything. I'll get you beer if that's what you want, any alcohol." So he takes him to some sketchy party, and these guys, obviously, it's not the party they're trying to get to, but they're just thinking, "Oh, we can just grab some of the alcohol and then dip." So yeah, that's where he showed up in.
I did want to mention that he did offer him like $7.
That was
Like,
funny.
oh, I'm sorry, I
That
hit
was
you.
so
Like,
funny though.
$7, really?
This
$7 for
He
getting hit
only
by
carries
your car, by his car.
$7 in his wallet. But that's fair. Some people don't carry any cash at all. I mean,
I am some people.
I know.
but even then,
Yeah.
I'm sure he still didn't have
Well,
anything
it's
on
two to
his
seven,
credit
so
or whatever,
it's
because
fine.
he would have just walked into the liquor store and bought them any booze they wanted, right?
Yeah.
Unless
'cause-
the cops were there. So I don't know. I think we haven't talked about the cops enough yet. So Seth Rogen and Bill Hader.
That's true.
What complete terrible cops. Obviously,
They're really bad at their job.
that was definitely
So
intentional.
bad.
Yeah,
So bad.
Visionary, yes.
Questionary.
I'm shaking my head. Why didn't I cut that in editing? At this point, it's just gonna be a weird segue, so I guess I have to keep it. Anyways, yeah, they were terrible. They were getting drunk, drinking and driving, making donuts with their cars, kidnapping this minor, knowing he's a minor, but then making a friendship out of it. That's where the movie really sold it for me. Just with
Firearms while drunk.
That was funny.
yeah, yeah,
Lighting a cop car on fire.
Yeah.
yeah. I wonder how their morning's gonna go, having to explain that to the police station, right?
Well,
Yeah.
remember when they were driving away from the party, they had
Big
Fargo
confession.
or McLovin or whoever to sign a statement saying that like somebody stole their car
Yeah,
and ran away with it, and they don't know what happened.
Well, that works better because originally they were gonna arrest Seth, and oh my God, what was
Yeah.
the other guy's name? You know, Evan, right? I mean, we all know the actors' names, but Evan, they were gonna arrest them even though they were the ones that were drinking and driving and
Yeah.
totally hit him. That was the second time Seth got hit by a car, was by the cops, and they were gonna arrest them. And, oh, they were carrying alcohol, so we can use that as an alibi, and I guess just arrest them, blame them for like drinking and standing in the middle of the street. But then, of course, McLovin ended up running away with them when they finally like reunited. And I guess he did give away the address of where the party was. That's how they found them, right? So yeah. But why did they go there? It looked like they were maybe like on the search to get him, to maybe keep him from talking, maybe spilling their secrets to the police. But the reason why they showed up, I don't know. It seemed like they're actually doing their job until, they sat on the bed with McLovin and talked about friendship and how friends don't cock block each other. Yeah. So that was okay, that happened.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I did want to bring. Well, we did talk about the first car accident. Well, the guy he asked,
Hey, are you guys on MySpace?
Did you guys have a MySpace when
No,
you guys
yeah.
were younger?
I did, absolutely. I changed my background on the weekly. I changed the little falling letters and words on the weekly. I changed my song on the daily.
Music.
Yeah.
21, so no.
I didn't have a top 8. I had a top
I
7. I
didn't
just want to
have
let
a
you know
computer.
I am better.
Ooh.
Wait, Yasmin, what did you just say?
I'm 21, so no.
Are you sure? Are you sure your ID does not say 25 McLovin?
Why does she need an ID? She's 21. Well, a fake ID. To be
Right,
fair, I
everybody
had a
says 21.
MySpace, but I was mostly editing my Neopets profile. That's my guild was my
Oh my
intro into coding, and my at this time
Oh,
the
we're
only
going
thing I know
there.
how to code.
See, I was doing my RuneScape account, so
When did MySpace stop being a thing?
when Facebook
When
became a thing.
Facebook,
happened,
yeah.
Literally
2008,
watched social
I believe?
networking,
Literally 3 years. Literally 3 years it lasted.
which is also a movie,
2005,
I think.
2008.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Wow.
actually, yeah, it is.
yeah,
It's
we'll
a
just pick
decent
that one.
movie.
It's a 2-hour movie, guys.
Is it really? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like 2 hours.
Jesse Eisenberg, the
Never seen it.
evolution of Michael's, was his last name Sarah? Syria? Yeah, Sarah. The next evolution of Michael Sarah, and then lastly it's Andy
Yes.
Samberg, right?
Sarah. Yeah.
Seen that.
Yo,
You've never seen that? Well,
my,
Shang just said he did, but
my hype
Ah.
just exploded. I've never.
I mean, yeah.
and that's why this
What?
movie, like, that's why he passes as a high school student in this movie. And again, Juno, because he was in Juno.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah.
it was a nice way to change a stereotype or a stereotype. I don't know, like very very overused joke of oh we're breaking up. Instead he's just like swearing through the phone like because the signal was bad. And she's thinking that oh why is he swearing at me like this?
So rude.
I'll call you back.
And she was like, "That's rude."
So rude. Yeah, really rude.
What do you think about the end when she got super drunk and pretty much forced him to go upstairs and he was actually kind of being like it's funny there was a parallel there with him and Seth because Emma Stone was saying oh she's not an alcoholic at all, she doesn't get drunk, and Seth was hoping that they would both get drunk together and fall in love through sex or something while Evan went upstairs. He was still getting drunk but he still had more of a conscience to not really want to proceed through sex knowing that she's very wasted. So I don't know, what did you all think about all that?
Last place. I mean, it was funny to see because his whole thing was like, oh yeah, you got to be wasted, and then she's ended up wasted, and she's like, yeah, I actually like flirt with you all the time. He's like, yeah, me too, and then she throws up, and then Seth like passes out and like headbutts Emma Stone in the face.
It's funny.
He dodged the puke and yelled,
Holy shit! Oh my god!
and then the next morning he apologized, but he still said that's what he said.
He's like, yeah, I don't remember anything, but I remember that. But I remember. I don't remember why. Like at the end there, when the cop showed up and like he picks up Evan. How does he get back up? He's like built differently to be hit by a car twice in one day, and then picking up his.
Honestly,
his
I could
best friend in the
never.
morning.
Of movies.
Wait, family?
No, yeah, it's power of family.
That's the power
Family.
of
Family.
ladies and gentlemen.
You say,
Power
I'm
of
sorry,
family.
you say you like built
Family.
differently because it's Jonah Hill. Let's be honest, the man's large. But you're right, he got hit by the car twice.
Yes.
How can he do that?
And then family.
That love, that
Family.
love.
Oh yeah, at the end there when they were telling each other they loved
Eleven?
each other. I just want to say that reminds me of my friends and like when we're drunk, because I'll be like, we'll curse each other out, but I'll be like, I hate you, man, but I love you, but I hate you.
Like, I love you.
Coming of age, that's what happens when you get wasted with your buddies.
Is that really? I don't have friends outside of you guys, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, that's so sad. I know with my roommates.
That's because we're family.
Wow. Oh my goodness, Yasmin.
Yasmin, do you want to get drunk? Oh, we can go through most of that movie. I'll say I love you and I hate you in the same breath, like if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here for you. If you
Well, I just lost my
need-
train of
Totally
thought
possible.
because that was sad.
Yep.
Not to be sad. I was trying to be funny, guys. I'm not funny. You know that.
Well,
you
it's
have your
sad
moments.
because you
I'll
moved
say that.
away,
You got your
so
moments.
Yeah.
Don't cut yourself any
Thanks.
credit.
Thanks.
we have fun, right?
I look forward to these.
We can lighten up.
Oh, that was so quick. That was so quick. Oh,
Yikes.
that was so quick.
That
Well,
timing.
I was gonna say, yeah, that was very quick. I was gonna
So
say we can
quick.
lighten up the mood with some C trivia, but oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that was perfect. No, just no.
Oh my.
I think something that I found funny while looking at this movie was that the guy who played Forgel, because he had no professional things, he had to take all his headshots on a camera phone and send those in with that. I was like, I
My.
can't. That's insane.
Oh my god,
Like-
I don't even think like the iPhone.
That's
like,
what Jacob
the
had to do
iPhone
for
came
Stranger
out.
Things.
Yeah, well, yeah, but he was an extra. This is like the main
Yeah.
character in a pretty big movie, or one of the main characters
That
in
is
a huge movie.
Unless
Like,
they
why-
actually wanted him. I don't know. There is such thing as typecasting, but
But remember the phones that they have back then.
And it's also like the
That was
first
my
movie he
trivia.
ever really did. So
Hmm.
it's not even like, oh, we want this guy because of this. So like they're like, oh, he just signed up. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna do this.
Blood on Seth's pants.
I mean, that actually does happen.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that happened to my friend one time at a party we were at.
Ew.
It was
He
me.
was just like, did that just happen? I'm like, he's like, yeah, it
Was
was
it?
him. He's like, yeah, bro. Go find out. I'm like, yeah, I'll go. No, I'm not. Bye.
Is it actually this big reaction? I gotta ask now. Is it a huge reaction or something like that happens?
it would definitely be a funny scenario. So
It's
I think he overreacted, but But wait, that one girl he was dancing with was the fiance to,
Yeah.
I guess, the guy who
Really
owns the
would be.
house or something. The guy
Yeah,
who was throwing
really
the party. So that was the problem. But just having period blood on your pants from that, it's honestly going to be laughable.
I like when the guy shows up. He's like, "Oh, you too? We're like blood brothers, right?"
Or when he was asking, "What do you have in the like? Why are you carrying bottles of detergent?" You know, when he's hiding the alcohol in there, and the dude's like, "I got blood in my pants." That's actually a really good excuse.
Literally no no other reason to have detergent in your hands.
That is.
It was really quick. Smart thinking.
All right.
Yeah. And then
All
he
I could
snuck
think
out of
about
there.
is like soapy beer after that.
Yeah, I was like, are they all gonna get like some poisoning
Sick?
from that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe-
Wonder how many people died from that party now.
Or it could be like an Alfalfa from like Little Rascals. And he just
The
like
Tide
fart
Pod
bubbles.
trend was how many years later? I mean, these guys got the early start on it.
Way early.
Yeah.
Can't think of the Tide Pod trend anymore without thinking of Godzilla versus Kong.
I saw that movie, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, the scene where she's like, she goes to the guy and she's like, she goes, I have questions for you. And he goes, I only sold the detergent pots to those kids thinking they wanted to wash their clothes. I didn't realize it was a challenge and I didn't pay them to eat it. And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah!
That was
I
in there.
remember
It was
that.
in there. I remember it. I remember it. Yeah, it was in there.
Don't eat Tide Pod
Wait, that was
kids.
in the
I hope
movie? I
that's
didn't
been
remember
years
that.
later enough for you to know. Don't eat freaking Tide Pods.
That's what I guess. Common sense. Don't eat Tide Pods.
Wait, then what should I
Nutritional
eat?
food.
Pasta.
Oh, like
Yep.
The more
Yeah,
you
like
know.
potatoes.
Not Tide Pod.
Oh, pasta. Yeah, dude.
Potato pasta. Do potato
Uh,
pasta. Best way to go.
Pasta! Asta!
That sounds very
It's
filling.
really
actually.
good. It tastes amazing.
Oh wait, Bill Hader's character in the movie met his wife during paintball. How does that happen?
Maybe
Well,
you're going against the group.
What happens is when you shoot someone with a
Oh my god.
paintball,
CK.
and it's like
Oh,
Cupid's
please stop.
arrow,
Please stop
and it
this
hits
right now.
both of you.
See, my thing is,
I don't know where I was gonna go with this. but-
actually did have something about his character and like his wives because Seth Rogen's character had only been on the force for what, like a year, he said,
He
and
said
then
6 months. I
Sounds about
thought.
right.
Huh?
Yeah.
yeah, 6 months, and then he was talking about how his first wife, how on the wedding night they had group sex, but he wasn't included in it. And Seth Rogen's character said, "Oh, I was." I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, I have questions now about this timeline.
Wait. Is that how they
I'm
met?
like, I don't
Wait,
know.
no, but he wasn't invited.
Yeah, they found her on the street on
Wait, he
the
wasn't
corner.
Well, Seth Rogen's like 6 months in as a cop, right? His character.
Yeah.
And Bill Hader, I guess, was
Weeks.
yeah, he described it as his Padawan. Well, he
Yeah.
called his master. So he describes that Seth Rogen was his Padawan, and they were going off on that joke.
So I'm like, how long have they known each other? Like, have they known each other for 6 months, or have they known each other for more than 2 years? Because he said 23 months later, I realized she was actually a whore. It's like, huh? Hold on.
This timeline is not.
This is
adding
not
up.
computing in my head.
And that's where we come with the trouble of reviewing comedies, because you can review the comedy itself, but you know, comedies, like in these kind of movies, they're gonna give you a joke like every 3 seconds, and if it doesn't land, that's fine. Maybe the next one will. But story-wise, it has to be simple. I think don't
Yeah.
don't make it complicated, because this was literally just about teenagers trying to have the night of their lives in a party, and
Right.
things happen. So that's great. That's a good premise for a comedy, honestly.
As long as you don't bring like other things into it. Because again, you have Bill Hader's thing, and then you have Seth and Evan. When he was telling Evan about sitting next to Becca in elementary school or in 4th grade, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we've been talking about this since elementary school." It's like, wait, hold on. What do you mean? What's going on
Yeah.
here?
For
Yeah.
best friends, I'm surprised that they kept certain things secret like that.
Yeah.
Like his whole secret with Becca finding out that he draws
See,
penises.
but like I understand, like if it was like, oh, Evan just moved here during middle school, that's what he needed to know about it because it's not something relevant. But then it's like, oh yeah, we've been talking about going to college together since we were in elementary school. It's like, well, what?
Yeah.
Then how would you not know about the dick thing?
But even then, he was still talking. He has a big crush on this girl, so they had to have still been talking about her many times. How has that not been brought up? Why is it all of a sudden in the plot of this movie he decides to bring up that story with Becca finding out that he's drawing penises in his journal?
Yeah, it's weird.
Because continuity does
That's
not
true.
exist.
I'm a big fan of continuity. I don't like it not existing.
Comedy, just take it for what it is, guys. I still recommend this movie if you're cool enough to see this kind of raunchy rated R comedy with Seth Rogen and Bill Hader. I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
I'm gonna watch this movie with my parents. 100%.
No. No. You can't.
I'm an
No,
adult.
you can't do it. How is that conversation gonna go out after the movie? Like, I can only
That's what I
imagine.
do.
I'm an adult.
Sorry.
Wow, I'm an adult. This is me. This is me now. This is me now,
that
Dad.
happened.
This
That
is me.
fake ID? Yeah, I had one. No, I didn't have one, but
Yeah.
I don't even know where you can get one, but I never needed one.
Oh, I know where you can get one.
I knew
In
a
New York,
guy.
at least.
Or actually, a girl. Has anybody here ever had a fake ID?
No, absolutely not.
Nope.
I'm scared of the law, so no.
Yeah, same. I
Yeah.
wouldn't have risked it, and I never actually had a tendency to want to drink at an underage, anyways. In all
See, my
honesty.
thing was, if I ever wanted to drink, it was like I didn't want to drink by myself. It's like I want to drink with my family and like my aunts and my uncles, and my cousins, and they were old enough to get me a drink, so it was fine.
Family?
Yeah. So like my family.
Don't need
Family.
to fake when you got
Family.
family.
I'm Hispanic, I'm Irish,
Family?
I'm Catholic, so
Oh yeah, Peter.
it
gets
wasn't too
That is true.
hard if I really wanted to in certain parties
Family.
and such, but like, I just never, like, I'll drink
That is
today, but like,
yeah.
it was never something I like desired, you know.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
wasn't
that is
anything like
true.
big.
Who would need a fake ID when you have family?
Exactly. It's what they're for. My aunt, she would do this thing. Luckily she didn't do it for my generation, but she did it for my mom's generation. So it's my mom's aunt. She would go and she would buy, whenever they turned 15 or 16, she would sit them down with a bottle of Jack Daniels and put it in front of them, like, you gotta drink this whole thing now. And she'd like to try to get them to like not want to drink outside the house.
Oh, the like reverse punishment where it's like, all right,
Now you have to drink a
drink
lot.
it here, now smoke it, and then like it'll make you like not want to do that ever again.
And it was
Like, you'll
super
be
funny
sick to
because
yourself.
Oh,
this
it's like,
aunt
are
was
you
like
going to
low-key an
smoke? Here's a
alcoholic.
pack of cigarettes.
So you're like,
Nathan.
okay. 10 more.
You talked about cigarettes, and that's exactly the cops gave what was his McLovin
Yeah.
a cigarette in the back of the cop car towards the end of the movie. And look, I don't smoke cigarettes or anything, but he totally didn't exhale one of his puffs, and that actually looked very, very hard to watch.
It was
That looked very uncomfortable.
actually they slowed it down to the part where Seth and Evan are on the ground and they see him and he's like coughing in slow mo. Yeah, did not look like
I'm
fun.
surprised that when McLovin came out of the car as Evan and Seth were on the ground because the police were like forcing them at gunpoint on the ground just before they plotted to arrest them and use them as the alibi of why they're missing their windshield and all that. Just after Seth got run over by their car, McLovin comes out of the car smoking a cigarette, right? And there's alcohol all over the street because the detergent spilled everywhere that was filled with alcohol. He flicks his cigarette, looking all cool in a slow motion shot, and it lands on the street. I was very much expecting that street to just catch fire and maybe catch Seth and Evan on fire or something. I was ready to have such a good laugh, but that didn't happen. What a ripoff!
No, I was actually
It
thinking.
was written. It was right
Yeah.
there. Maybe that's just very dark humor, but I really thought that it was gonna end up that way. Well, it should have happened because that cigarette
that coulda
touched
happened.
the
That would've
alcohol
been,
on the
like, a big old
streets. Am
explosion.
I wrong? I mean, I have to look back at it, but
I mean, no, you're not wrong.
It would've
You're
been
not
funny.
wrong. You know,
it would have been very
you're right,
funny.
'cause,
Well,
in
quite
real
a
life, it
turn
made
for
sense,
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I also love that when Seth and Evan were walking back home, like towards the end of the movie, I'm like,
You want some pizza bagels?
we.
What?
What's everyone's favorite like
I think
food?
we
Frozen
also
food
eat
snack?
bagels.
You mean like something I
Yeah.
just throw in the microwave, like Stouffer's style? Just anything Stouffer's, I guess. I don't know. Lately I've been
yes,
really
yes.
liking to
mean-
get these pad thai microwave. It's not Stouffer's, but it's like some pad thai microwave style dish.
Yeah.
This is a weird question.
Yeah.
What a weird question from this movie. Yeah, I understand
I mean,
fake
like, I think-
IDs and all that, but like this, really?
Yes, it's a question to ask.
Yes, I mean I'll respect it.
Oh, I think French bread pizza is
bites
also like
or,
a good one.
Pizza rolls.
Ooh.
No, they're terrible
Yeah.
for you, but
Ooh.
I've been really into
Yeah.
hash browns lately, but I don't think that would count
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good
to
one.
put on the stove still. But it's like it's really fast. You just put some oil and you just throw them on the stove and flip them.
Sydney.
Oh, okay.
I don't really have one. I really don't. Like, I don't have like a favorite frozen food snack or deal thing. Yeah, no. I mean, like, over quarantine, I found like frozen like street corn that I can put in the microwave. So like that's been like my thing lately. But other than that, I don't really have like a favorite frozen snack or meal that I overly enjoy.
Yeah, I also do not have one. Interestingly enough.
I don't blame you. It's just a weird
I don't know.
question.
Question's fine. I just don't have an answer. Sorry.
That's what makes it a weird
Yeah.
question.
I mean, not everyone. There's also a lot of people who just won't use microwaves. Like refused to use
Fry
microwave.
bait.
So yeah,
Thank you, Sydney.
is it good?
Yeah, I was gonna say I have
What
an
does
air
this show come
fry.
to?
I'll put in bagel bites in there. I mean, it's
Food
even
Listen.
better. It's
What were we asking?
It does.
I'm
it
already
does.
lost at where in the
It's
movie
good.
this was. Jose, what's your answer?
I'm sorry, I was talking to somebody. Like I
I don't even know anymore.
I was asked
Bagel
something
bites.
important. So.
Favorite frozen
What is the
meal that
question?
you stick in the
This was
microwave?
like literally towards the end.
Oh God.
We need like we need like a little
Listening.
jingle to play whenever anyone's zoned out from this show, and we could be like, and we got it. You know, if Natalie's ever back in this show, we'll definitely be playing along with her.
Jeopardy theme song right there.
Oh my
Call her
god.
out.
Yeah. Now that we're done talking about frozen food, y'all are hungry.
I'm hungry.
I get it. Y'all are hungry. You all want to just
They never went.
end the show,
Oh,
eat some food.
Oh wait. Wait. The ending though. So
Yeah, that's
sad.
literally
but
the end of the
just,
coming
like,
of age
totally
story
relatable.
there.
Really?
That's part of
What about
growing up,
That
though.
I felt that in my core.
You step out of your
What's
Okay.
sad
your
about
core?
it though?
Oh, well,
I feel that in my core right now.
It is though. Yeah, that is.
At the mall,
I
right?
felt that. I felt that like in my core, like the family.
That's not. I
You
didn't
know,
get
like,
that
you, like,
because this
literally
is no,
unknown.
because they still have the semester to finish. It's not that they're never going to see each other again. It's just that they know that they're going to be moving
they're
on from
growing up
lives
and that
when they start college.
I think the movie Accepted is a good light sequel to that because it kind of carries on where this ends in a sense, but it's just more age appropriate. It also features Jonah Hill. It's like when your friends Michael Cera would be the equivalent of the Jonah Hill character going to like Yale or wherever the fuck he went, and then Jonah or whatever. Yeah, Jonah Hill's equivalent is the guy who never ages.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he just makes South Harmon Institute of Technology.
University.
Accepted.
Shit, for sure.
He's going to star in Megamind. He'll be fine.
Yeah. I like that part. I'm gonna be honest because it's like something a lot of people can relate to. It's like you're with your friends and then you kind of get this like, oh wow, we're kind of growing up. We're not going to be seeing each other as much as we
Yeah.
used to. So yeah, especially like with Evan going to Dartmouth, it's like, oh yeah, we'll definitely not be seeing you as much. So definitely.
Well, the big
I can
backstabber
feel
was that he ended up like already choosing McLovin to be his future roommate since they were going to be going to college together, and he felt, like I said, backstabbed from that because it's not like he's his best friend anymore. He actually blamed him. Seth, he blamed Evan, saying, how can you actually do this to me? How can you choose to go to a good college? Well, I was never going to go to college. Like, come on, man. Like, how do you be so selfish? And that's what Evan says to him. So it's actually pretty understandable. And with that, we just talked about the end of the movie, so I don't know what else there is to talk about. I think it's time to...
Yeah.
I mean,
you got another question?
No. What are you doing, Yasmin?
I'm
lighting the
not
spark.
on a sad note.
That was a dumb question.
Honestly,
Just
never
wait until he
You
talks
literally
about
ended up
shopping
on a
carts.
sad
Oh
Like
my
how he does
God.
every time I cut that out in these shows. Anyways, I feel like this is the moment where Cesar would be like, oh, before we finish, remember that one part in the very beginning of the movie? Like,
Five
no,
ice
that's done. That's
flavors?
done. Do
I
you really?
don't know what's gonna happen with the car. I got towed.
Okay, Caesar. I think
So
Caesar
in the
should
credits,
read through his notes.
they
Yes,
have
the
a
real
lot of
life
penises.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Oh, okay. No
Okay.
judgment here.
Wow.
Very
That's
phallic.
it.
Wow.
We're an open group here,
Wow.
accepting too.
And on that note,
Caesar, I want to know what you wrote. I want to know what you wrote in
A
your
lot of
notes.
penises.
What are you stopping me for? Time to move on to the next segment.
I think it is.
I think you all know which segment this is going to be. It is time to rank the previous film that we've seen in this Netflix guest choice theme with this movie's title, or with this streaming service's title. That made no sense. Whatever, it actually did. What's this movie called again?
Superbad.
Bad.
Superbad.
Superbad! That's right, that's right.
Oh my god.
Sorry,
Come
I
on,
seen your moment.
Peter. This is
Oh,
your
you have to
show.
go.
Super
Yeah.
bad at this.
Oh god.
That pun's a given. I'm sorry.
No wonder
I
you're
had to
older
use
than
it.
me.
You didn't have to.
When
You
comedy's
chose to.
weak.
Sir.
I know. And I also chose to keep it in the post. That's why the audience is listening to it right now. Anyways, with that segment in mind, it's time to now rank Superbad with Jiu-Jitsu. Who did we have last week? We had Kevin, Caesar, Jacob is not here. Sydney, were you here?
Yeah, I was here.
Sydney was here. Shang,
Yeah,
were you
and-
here?
I was not here.
Michael Shang was
What
not here, and I
in
know
the world
Jose and
is this
Yasmin were
movie?
not.
Oh boy.
He was
I'm
not.
looking it up. Why is Nicolas Cage in this?
Because
Yes.
Jacob chose it.
Yeah, no. The question is why? Like, why isn't he? Why wouldn't he be? Like, come on. Like, why wouldn't he be in that movie?
It's irrelevant. Let's be real.
To be fair, I haven't seen it before having to watch it for the podcast, so. And it's actually a very relevantly new movie.
So bad,
so.
though.
Okay.
Open a crazy
What do you
budget.
mean? You were defending it!
Oh my god.
What do you mean it's so
All right,
bad?
so
so
Cesar,
bad.
be the
Fine.
first person to rate
Yes,
this.
Nicolas
you're
Cage
like
got-
you're in for a treat, guys.
Oh my god.
You know, I think since Caesar picked this movie, and he has
I
such
was
strong opinions about
sarcastic.
the last movie, I think he should go
Should
first.
go first.
I
You
think
know?
we should.
Caesar, go first.
I agree.
I did not hear sarcasm out of Caesar, so he doesn't know how to be sarcastic. You can be the judge of that too, audience. Go back and watch Jujitsu's
Sarcasm.
episode.
So I'm comparing Superbad to Jujitsu?
Yes, that's the point of this segment.
Okay. Okay. So Superbad is way better than Jitsu. Not even a competition. Not even a contest. So much better. Like literally, I'll even say this: out of all the movies we watched so far, including Rise of Skywalker, this is my favorite.
Man, this guy hates decoms.
Did you see the decoms he watched?
Did you not like Full Court Miracle? It was about basketball. I know you like basketball.
Okay, okay. That was the one key selling factor that I had in that movie. Other than that, it was great, but it's not super bad. So this is by far my top favorite.
So, your favorite Star Wars film, Rise of Skywalker, is not as good as Superbad.
Okay, it's literally like Superbad, and like second is Rise of Skywalker.
Don't ask me to compare those
That's
two
why-
because it'd be a little hard, honestly.
I like to laugh. I love action movies like The Next Guy, but I like comedy movies more because it's like laughing.
That was really nice. Yasmin, how about you?
Since I did not see Jujitsu, yeah.
Lucky.
Hey,
Lucky.
no,
I'm
you're not
gonna
lucky.
You're so
go,
lucky.
But I hear a lot of bad things about Jujitsu.
Wait,
And
but
I saw the promotional poster and it does not look good.
even though you didn't see it though, just remember this one factor: it has Nicolas Cage, and this movie.
Yeah,
doesn't.
no, so that definitely makes Superbad better.
So I want to add this. Yasmin, you know Jacob.
I do know
And
Jacob.
The reason why Jacob picked that movie, as he said in the previous
It's because he was
episode.
obsessed with Nicolas Cage.
Yes, you know him too well. Because apparently he looks like
It's
Nicolas
the
Cage. I
nose.
don't see it, but that's why he picked it.
Change how he dresses and everything, just so he looks
Oh,
like
God.
Nicolas Cage. He's obsessed, and I love it. It's fantastic.
I don't see it, but whatever. Jose,
Yeah.
how about you? Have you ever seen Jujitsu?
I have not, but it sounds pretty kick-ass.
It's not fair to rate it then if you haven't seen it, but whatever. Go say whatever you want.
I did.
Touche. Sydney.
Timing on this
I
man.
can't
about you,
follow that up.
Finish strong, buddy.
All right. Superbad is far above number one. Significantly better than Jujitsu. It's significantly better than Jujitsu. Jujitsu was just funny at how bad that movie was.
So are you saying
There we
Jujitsu
go.
is super bad?
Yes.
Hey.
You are
He's enjoying
really
this
enjoying
week.
yourself.
It's a given, guys. It's a given.
Like a built-in joke.
Michael Shang,
Yeah.
I know you haven't seen it, but go ahead and say whatever you want right
Here we
here.
go.
Well, I quickly did a quick trailer watch
Trailer?
as well as look at
Wait,
the
there's a trailer?
That's
poster.
so not fair, but
How was it? How was it?
Looks
How was it?
like one, it has some really good action fight like stars there. It looks one of those like it's so bad it's like good kind of movies. That's what it looks
Yeah.
like. Yeah. I will say, Superbad, the type of comedy is not my cup of tea. But personally, I probably would watch Jujitsu before. However,
Wow.
Superbad story-wise and like everything is probably better than Jujitsu, so I'm gonna put it above Jujitsu. That's the only reason.
very good. That's fair. That is honestly pretty fair.
I just want it to be known that I'm looking at the Jujitsu Wikipedia page, and
Wiki?
yeah, and it has an exclamation point, which doesn't sound insane, but when you actually think about reading through a Wikipedia article and seeing an exclamation point, it's just weird. I'm sorry. I can't.
I think I'm actually gonna watch this movie and so for the next time I can actually probably rank this.
Evan, it's not your turn.
Well, although the action scenes in Superbad weren't that good, they're very, very
Maybe
mild.
action scenes?
Did you not see Jonah?
What?
Did you not see
I
Jonah
mean,
Hill get
Jonah
hit
Hill
by a
getting
car?
hit by a car? That's it?
And then
The
Lieutenant.
There was some
and
running.
Then,
Oh, yeah, just the track. Yeah.
Lady
yeah,
got
yeah.
hit.
and then-
the dreaming the lady got hit in the
Oh,
with
yeah.
the bottle.
At the liquor
That's
store,
funny.
yeah. All right,
store,
that's
yeah.
fair. She's an older lady. She
Yeah.
needs that stunt double.
And then, yeah, exactly. And then there was Detective Boyle from Brooklyn Nine-Nine who got into that fight with that guy. Yeah. some good
Yeah.
action scenes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, But
Yeah.
I would have to say this movie goes above Jujutsu. Jujutsu was such a terrible movie, man. Oh my god. Jesus. So
This movie?
bad.
We're bad.
No.
Jujutsu.
Jujutsu. So bad. Oh
Okay.
my god. So yeah, you
Well,
obviously know right.
I guess
stand
that
on
leaves with my review, my ranking. Alright, so Jujutsu. I had no idea what it even was because it literally came out, 9 months ago at the time? November 2021?
November.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, never 2020.
So I've never heard of it. I was really expecting like a fun National Treasure style Nick Cage movie. I've seen bad Nick Cage movies. I've seen enough Nick Cage movies to see like he can be a hit or miss. But with that plot and with the action, I was really hoping for something like on par with National Treasure, if not better. And I really appreciate how experimental it was, like video game style cinematography, comic style transitions. But I already said enough of what I needed to in the last episode. It didn't really hit it for me. I think it actually missed out or wasn't as experimental as it should have been to really make itself too different and too, well, just better of a movie, honestly. Super 8 is just your stupid college style comedy and it's timeless, honestly. Yes, they might throw in some. What did I say?
You say Super 8? I heard Super 8.
Super 8. That's a movie. That's Steven Spielberg, right?
Yeah.
Fun. Okay. Yeah, super bad. Super 8.
Yeah.
There we go.
Maybe I want to watch Super 8
Wait.
now. Huh. Well, Super Bad is actually pretty good. You know, I'm going to put this above Jujutsu because that it actually is a pretty funny movie. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. I get it. It's not really my cup of tea, in all honesty. But like I said, if it's just playing on TV and I can't find the remote, I'll watch it and I'll probably get a really good laugh out of it. And I could see myself rewatching it, just like The Internship, as I said earlier. Which, to add, The Internship was actually a movie I saw on a plane over the Atlantic. So
A plane on fire? My God, how'd you survive it?
Can't
My
talk
God.
today.
Here, tell us about your
I didn't
story.
survive it.
Are you a ghost? We all ghosts?
Yep.
And even though this is just a very raunchy movie, it could have been much worse. For my cup of tea, I could have definitely said, no, I don't want to see this again. It wasn't really all that enjoyable for me, but this, I liked it. I like Bill Hader. Seth Rogen could be, maybe not as funny as he thinks he is, but in this one, he's actually pretty good with the portrayal of the police officer he was. So, yeah. It's no contest. I don't even have to really tally how everyone thought of this. It's gonna be Superbad above Jujutsu. So that's where we are right now, and that could always change. Maybe something else will go on top. Maybe something will go in the middle.
Maybe someone will post user and change their mind next week.
Jiu-Jitsu could go higher. That could be an option.
I mean, that's true.
Okay, wait.
I mean, there's-
So for that to happen,
That's not
We'd have to watch a
happening.
that
terrible
means
movie.
that we would have to flip flop our decision. But most of the people in this chat room haven't even. Well, no, it's not most. 2 people, 3 people. Actually, it's pretty split. So half the people in this chat room haven't seen Jujutsu, and the other half has. So I'm now starting to think, what if I can only invite people who seen the previous movies in the theme that we've covered, like book club style. Now, we will still do the watch party, but like, you know, if I say, Yasmin, you want to come on Tuesday and watch, be a part of the podcast recording? All right, so we have 2 movies to cover. Are you going to be able to see them before then? If not, guess you can't be in it because then you can't rank it. Do you think we should do that?
Yeah.
So set like
Yeah.
eight,
Because
like,
we're not being fair to
before
Jujutsu here.
It's in advance and be like this.
I mean,
Jujutsu wasn't fair to
Jiu-Jitsu,
itself.
whoever the correct.
I feel like we're being fair to our people. That movie, oh my god.
You're looking at it wrong. Jujutsu wasn't fair to us.
Yeah.
As soon as they gave like Nicolas Cage like $5 million of their budget, we knew what we were
Mind you,
in
it
store
was a
for.
25 million budget, and he got 5 of that million.
And they $5 million just for
Yeah,
3
that's pretty
days of shooting.
stupid. But I still stated my word that we're not being fair to Jujutsu because, like I said, it was trying to be experimental. It was a different movie than what we're used to as an audience. So I think maybe you guys should see it to really like make your own decision rather than just watching the trailer, because the trailer is going to just show you either the really good parts or, you know, you probably don't even know what the movie's still about. And I still don't really know what the movie's about, and I just watched it like last week or so.
Was about these jiu-jitsu fighters, even though there was no jitsu in the movie. Yeah, they were fighting one space invader because literally every 6 years he comes out of a hole to take over the world.
Nice.
Well, basically take over the world. Yeah, that's basically the whole premise of it. And they're trying to fight him, like stop him from taking over
Caesar,
the world.
why are you having to explain that? Our audience already heard the last episode.
And that was actually not what the movie was about, Caesar. I'm gonna be real with you.
What was it about? What was it
about?
about, Kevin?
I don't know, but you have to watch the last podcast to find out.
The movie doesn't even know what it was about.
Well, Kevin just plugged that episode of the last podcast. So, speaking of plugs, does anyone have anything to plug? Yasmin.
No, but I really like being here, so thank you for having me.
Kevin.
It is an honor for having me here again. Thank you. If you haven't already, tell your friends and family. Also, I'd like to say Jose's Twitch channel, which is Rogue Remix.
That's a
There you
real
go.
friend right there.
That is a real friend.
Jose, do you want to plug that Switch channel?
No.
He said the Quinta's delivery.
You don't have to. Kevin just did it.
Yeah, honestly.
No words. There you go.
This is true.
Oh man, a few
true.
words.
Sydney.
Nah, nothing to plug. Just thank you for being here. It was fun as always.
Michael Shang.
Always a pleasure, but nothing to plug. Thank you. I can't wait, hopefully, to be on the next set, hopefully. But yeah, thank you.
Thank you guys for being here. I mean, that's what makes these podcast episodes special. When we actually have people to discuss and debate with and such like that. Caesar, where can these people watch this? I said it! Dang it! Where can people listen to this episode, this podcast, and all the other episodes? I was doing so good without having to say the words watch or, it's a podcast. We don't watch, we listen.
Sure to catch the episode on Peter's channel at PJM Entertainment, and to catch the episodes if you want to listen to them on Spotify and Google Podcasts.
Oh, we're limiting down, I guess. That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
What's are you gonna stop? Are you gonna ever add more to Apple Podcasts?
Yeah, I don't know what's Apple.
Because you only have the
like,
one.
That's not even us. That's like Apple Podcasts catching up. They can't. I don't know what's going on with them because I emailed them about that because it was like, oh no, we're just
cool.
catching up.
I actually do have
like,
something I want to plug.
Yes, go for it. This is Jose.
You can watch my show. Whose line is it anyway?
fun.
Weeknights at 8 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central, on the CW.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we've got a great cast of people. We have Colin Mockery, Ryan, the tall black lady that's not Fat Drew Carey. I can't remember her name right now. No, because I'm not in it.
You're not
Price is
getting paid
Right.
enough for that plug.
You really are.
Wow, and there it is. Oh, I'm dying. I was gonna mention that I didn't talk about it in the last episode, but we obviously changed our logo. No more with the stupid thermometer. It's gone, guys. Thank God it wasn't gonna survive in this COVID world that we are living in. So again, I created that logo back in 2017 when I started this school project. Way back when, but this was a much better needed. And you see how I added the little shuffler to it because of the shuffle icon? Yeah, no one in the chat knows what I'm talking about just yet, but when this episode premieres, it's okay, I guess I shared it with some of you. Some of you are giving me the faces. But
And I don't know. I'm just like I'm the co-host. Like, oh, I don't know.
I don't know why I'm talking about that so long. But, with this podcast, we still have 2 more episodes of this Netflix guest choice theme. And after that, we would finish 3 themes. So that's looking pretty good. It's been a while since we've been doing this. Isn't that pretty interesting? For all we know, the next theme might be the Halloween theme because who knows when it's going to be.
It'll probably be like mid-August probably.
That's when it would probably have to
maybe.
start. Yeah. With that in mind, thank you so much for listening here at Review-O-Meter. I hope you enjoyed this episode and keep listening for more to continue on with this Netflix guest choice theme here at Review-O-Meter.